Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Terra Tech. And it's that time again, guys. We are going to be starting a new playthrough of this game. Why are we doing that? Well, as I said many times before, every so often you kind of have to, because they come out with new stuff. And if you look over here on the side, you'll see Early Access Update 0.6. They've added a few new things, such as a new SCU storage block, which acts as player's inventory. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds kind of interesting, and I want to check that out. Also, it added a slide-on block palette for player's inventory, a new GSO Grade 1 mission to introduce the SCU storage block, so a new mission in the tutorial. When the mission log is active, it ensures one mission is always selected. New corporation blocks added. Enemy tech now drops from orbit. Improved positioning of tech's description pins. Added warnings for the SCU storage block is attacked. And updated transitions from the TT translator team. Many thanks to several other people right there. It also has done several other things down here on the bottom that, for the most part, have not been taking effect on my game because my game has been somewhat old. I think we've been playing it for about 3 weeks or 4 weeks now. So I want to see some of this new stuff, and I want to show you guys some of this new stuff. So we're going to be playing a new one. However, the old game will still be there. And if you guys really want me to go back to that one and maybe do something with the planes or some of the bigger bots, every so often, I can definitely do that. But we're going to get there pretty much with this guy as well, so that's not too much to worry. I think on this playthrough, though, guys, we're going to concentrate a little bit more on base building, a little bit more on resource gathering, and a little bit more on smaller to medium-sized bots, because those are the ones that I always try to... I don't try to skip over them, I just end up skipping over them because it's so much useful to have the bigger guys. But we're going to try to restrain that, try to pull that back. But without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and start a new one. We'll go ahead and start a new game. We'll put a Twitter in there. Yes, we'll activate that. Oh, yeah, that's just going to, close that down. Authorize app. This application will be able to read tweets from your timeline, see who's following, update your profile, post tweets for you, and access your direct messages. How about no? Okay, that's not going to work. We're going to go ahead and leave that alone and copy URL. Okay, we'll cancel that. I don't like the fact that they can post tweets for me and read my direct messages. That just seems creepy, but we'll go ahead and keep going in here. GSO base deployment unit B57981. Tension payload failure on survey mission Alpha 7480 something. Crash landing imminent. Initiate emergency salvage protocol. Brace, brace, brace. Oh, there we go. And we are going to fall down flat on our belly right there. And it puts us into build mode for us, okay. Whew, you survived. Dragged a standard block to the back of the cab using the left mouse button. Okay, let's go ahead and snag that. Now, we've done this before many, many times. But for those of you who've never seen this, you're just doing this with your mouse. Use your second mouse to move back and forth or up and down, however you want in that regard. You do want to have the wheels pretty evenly spaced out. One on the front for sure and one on the back for sure. Otherwise, your bot's going to, just drag very, very badly. Now, the weapon you can put on any piece of your armor. You can turn it with the scroll wheel, but it's not letting us do that at the moment because it wants us to do it the way it wants us to do it. So we're going to put the drill on the front. You've reassembled your tech. Now tap B to go into your build screen. And, my B is somewhere else. WASD, okay, that's working. Well, I'm not going to use the WASD keys. I'm going to use the arrow keys because I'm weird, guys. All right, we're doing it... It's not gonna register until we use their keys, huh? All right, there's their keys for a second. Okay, now the weapon. Hold the space bar to fire your gun. Not gonna recognize my thing, so there's the space bar to fire my gun. I don't know why it doesn't recognize the keys that you put in. Oh, that's the enemy. Yep, you see that? It said it was gonna launch them from the sky just like you do. Oh yes, perfect, perfect. I could not have asked for a better little dude to sit there and get shot. Come on. You can do it. Now, when he's flashing red like that, that means he's about to explode. He's going to do some damage to the blocks around him, but that's all right because most of them did not get destroyed, and I'll be able to use them for myself. So let's go ahead and put some wheels on the back. You can see exactly how that makes a difference right there. The column of smoke might be part of my bomb base. See if you can find something to help repair the cab. We'll definitely do that. Let's go ahead and put this on the back. Remember, use the scroll wheel to go ahead and change that. Why is it zooming in and out? That is a little different. I might have to go in there and change how that works. Actually, let's go in there and take a look at the options and see what exactly is going on right there. Options, controls. Okay. Camera rotate left and right. That's fine. Take screenshots. Let's see. Camera orientation. Drag, toggle. Where would be the zoom in and zoom out? Don't see that. Left mouse button, right mouse button. No, there is no option on here for zooming in and zooming out. And if you're turning a lot of objects, and sometimes you have to turn a lot of the blocks to get it to fit on there the way you want to, you're going to be basically right there nose to nose with it, and that's not exactly ideal. I don't think it should be doing that. That's probably a bug, because when you pick up an object and you're turning it, it never zoomed in before. So yeah, I'm guessing they're gonna have to fix that at some point. But hey, it's not too bad. It's okay. It is what it is. Let's look around and see. Is there any smoke? Okay, there's a little bit of smoke over there. We definitely need to repair our cab. Remember, if your cab dies, your bot goes boom. And where's the music? Where's the music, guys? Does the music get turned down? Sounds? No, that's still the way it's supposed to be. Wow. Okay. No music. I like the music. I like that country theme in the background. The like space almost reminded me of like Firefly. There's your solar generator. Make sure free electricity. Okay, yeah. Drag it on the left mouse button. We'll go ahead and put that down. It's gonna drop us something from the sky, and we'll go ahead and attach that. There's the music. It's back again. It's just kind of disappeared there for a while. All right. All of my bot is flashing, which means all of my bot was damaged, and now is able to take a little bit more. Now, normally you do not want your cab in the front. That means he will be taking damage because the enemies know that is the object they're attacking or wanting to attack, and they will go after that first. You usually want to have several blocks in the way of it so that... is there an enemy over here? Yeah, we're going to go after this guy. A mini double drill. Let's see if we can kill him. We'll get a few more blocks off of him. Actually, he's not going to give us anything. Nothing at all, just drills, and we don't really want those. We'll take the wheels, I guess. Wheels won't be too bad. For now, anyways. They're not the greatest wheels in the world, but we'll take them. Let's see. Easy kill. Easy kill, guys. So we need to find the radar, recover your battery, shield bubble. Alright, let's see. We're going to go this way first, because there's two of them in this direction. So, let's get this one first, because it has a yellow thing on it, and the other one doesn't. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You have a block. You have a block and no wheels on the front. That is a weird design. That is a very, very weird design. And he's going around me. That's one of the things you will see is the enemies. They are not stupid. Some of them are, but most of them are not stupid. They know where your weak point is, and they will take advantage of that. Let me see if I can pull these things away. Oh, well, he did bow poof, but not too much. We are going to put that down. And I think I'm going to put this up here in the front to give myself a little bit of a buffer zone so I don't have to worry too much about being destroyed. Now, keep in mind, it is very, very easy for you to get overwhelmed and get destroyed. And it is very easy for you to get stuck on hills if you go too wide. So you got to keep an eye on that. Don't go overboard with that. We're going to pick up this wheel for now because we're going to get some more blocks here pretty soon. And wheels in the early stages of the game can sometimes be a little difficult to come by. Not always, but you have different bots that you find. Some of them will have a lot of blocks and no wheels, and some will have lots of wheels and no blocks. So you get what you get out of that. It's gonna be a battery. We're gonna go and get that battery real quick. We gotta destroy this. Now we could just run up to it and let our drill do the work, which means we don't have to worry about destroying anything, especially the resources. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's grab that. We'll attach that to the side of our bot. Excellent. Now you can go charge this battery up with the generator. We can actually do that. So let me show you how to do that real quick, guys. Let's put that down. We'll charge this up. We're not going to take anything else off because I don't think any of these blocks are damaged, are they? We'll find out here in a second. Let's do it. Yeah, there was actually a few blocks there that had taken some damage. I don't know from what, but they took some damage. Let's remove this wheel for a second. We'll attach this back here. Not a good place for it, but it's better than nothing. It's in the back, so I guess it's a little bit safer. Let's go ahead and put that there. That repair bubble is going to stay up from now on, but it's also going to be draining the power. And it drains power, it's fairly decently. It's not fantastically bad, but it's not the greatest either. You're going to want a few of those things, and he's going to run from me, apparently. So we got to go catch up to him. There we go. Come on, kill the cab, kill the cab. Back it up a little bit. He's about to explode. Blow up. There we go. And we got some more blocks here. So let's redesign this a little bit. I like to have at least a few blocks in the front just so that I can have some weapons in here. But I don't think I'm going to go more than 3 this time. You know, you can definitely go as far with that as you want to. But, you know, if you go too wide, like I said, you're going to take, you know, you're going to take some bad spills into those crevasses and just, you know, definitely take some damage on that one. Now, right now, anytime you want to charge up your battery, you quite literally have to take it off and have the solar reactor charge it up. Later on down the road, you will get things that will allow you to charge them up remotely, such as the wireless chargers. But that's not going to happen for a while, so don't beat yourself up about it if you don't get those for a little bit, because they're not exactly easy to get. So at least sometimes. It really depends on what you happen to find when you're playing. Sometimes you get some really good stuff right off the bat, and sometimes you have to work for it quite a bit. So let's put this up here on the front. In fact, we're going to have to rechange the positioning of that. And we will definitely put this back here. We're going to grab a couple of these wheels for now and put them on top. It's going to help you protect your bot from getting hit from like mortars and things of that sort. You just don't want to put them up here on the front because, as you can see right there, if you go straight, they just kind of drag. You can't turn as well with them. You can't go straight as well with them, so you don't really want them there for the most part. Let's see, we got all the wheels that we can possibly get. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. There is another enemy over here, and I'm going to go after the enemy. I want to get a few blocks to my name before we start picking up more items of our base, because if you think about it, the more of these things you pick up, the more space that you're losing on your bot. And before long, like really good pieces that you don't want to lose are being lost because you just don't have any space for them, and they're up in the front, they're taking damage, and you just don't want that. So yeah, definitely take some time, kill a few extra guys, make sure you move those off to the side. Let's get it over here. Oh, didn't get it over there in time to repair it, so it got destroyed. If you happen to be able to pick it up and toss it over here next to where your bot is, it will use the repair thing to get that to not destroy on you. Your SCU device was, I didn't get to see that, and that was something important too because it was talking about my SCU device, which is brand new, so hopefully you guys will be able to go back and pause that and see exactly what it says. I'll do that after the recording is over. I'll go back and look and see you know, what I missed on that one. There's another enemy over here. It seems like they spawn a lot, and the answer to that would be yes, they do at certain times. They spawn more when you're moving around, so if you stay in one spot, they won't spawn all that much. So if you're working on your base and things of that sort, you will get a kind of a free pass on that one. So let's put one here and one here. Go off in that direction again. Let's put these over here, and I'm gonna go with one on the back right over here for now, just to give it a little bit more stability in the back. We'll definitely go with this wheel back here as well. And I have a couple of spaces open for some wheels. Yep, that's good. All right. Now we should be able to go pick up a few more pieces of our base, including whatever that SCU thing is. And like I said, I'm kind of interested to find out. I do wish the music was back more often. Like, I like the music being there all the time and not just 2 or 3 seconds here and there where, you know, you get to hear that. Maybe I'm the only one. Maybe people complain that it was on too often and things of that sort, but who knows? He's definitely trying to steal it. Can I get in there? No, I can't really get in there. I'm a little bit too big. There we go. Now we're doing some damage. He's about to explode. No, not yet. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so he is gone. Let's go ahead and pick up this item, put it on the back. Remember, you want to put some weapons on the back as well to protect that. Let's see. We got some big boy wheels. Let's go with the big boy wheels. Actually, they're not big boy wheels. They're just regular wheels. Let's see if the description. GSO dirt wheel. Nah, the description's still not working right. Not the way it was when they had it working beautifully. What do we got here? Let's go with this right there. Give ourselves a little bit more of an advantage. Now, these bigger wheels, they allow you to pick yourself up a little bit higher off the ground. I would suggest putting them in the front and the back to start with, because again, that's where most of the weight is going to be when you first start out. pretty much throughout the wheel game is going to be in the front and the back. Every other wheel definitely helps, but you kind of need that to start with. Let's do this one right here. And we got a shield bubble. As you will see here in a second, when we put it on, it's going to eat through a lot more of our power. So we're going to have to charge that battery up real quick. Now, this is a solar reactor, and as anybody who knows anything about solar reactors will tell you, they only work during the day. So you want to make sure that you charge that up before it gets to nighttime, because there is a night in this game. You have headlights that you can put on your bot and all sorts of other really cool things that kind of take effect at nighttime. So just make sure you have that. I guess what we could do is remove this and put this in here, because you're not really going to be moving those shield bubbles around constantly. Like that's the shield bubble and the repair bubble are pretty much staying where they're at as long as it encompasses your entire bot design. So let's see, what do we got over here? We got another enemy. Let's go after the enemy. Now that we have a shield, for the enemy to do any damage to us, they either have to be within our shield, so it means they have to charge us, or they have to get through our repair bubble, or our shield bubble first. There we go. See, it almost survived. It almost survived. They have to get through all of our power. Come on, come on. Oh, still destroyed. Okay, well, it's worth a shot. Let's see, can we put some drills on the front of this sucker? I guess we can. Remember, this drill is pretty low to the ground, so it can get stuck fairly easy. We didn't get anything out of that fight, except we lost a little bit of power because of he beating on our shield. So we might have to repair here pretty soon, or charge up pretty soon, I should say, not repair, because we're not really taking any damage. You can see right there on the side, the little numbers, basically the little dots on the squares are counting down. That is how much power you have and how much power you're losing every second. It's still not very easy to move this thing around. It's kind of wonky. It moves from one direction to the next. Are there any more? No, it's just SCU storage block. Find your storage block. Okay, let's go for the storage block, guys. I'm kind of interested to find out what that is, and I want to show you guys before the episode's over. I could go off and hunt for a long, long time. Trust me, guys, but I don't want to do that just yet. I will get this last enemy right here, because it does seem like he's pretty close to where this yellow marker is, and the last thing I want to do is go after the marker and then get jumped by an enemy over here. So let's see, where is he at? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, before we go down there, let's prepare ourselves. Let's charge up really quick. You can see he's trying to come over to us. The best method to this would be to get on that hill and see if maybe we can hit him while he's having a trouble getting to us, because he just doesn't have the maneuverability or the strength to get up that hill, because he's just a little bit too big. So I think that's what we're going to try. Do a little bit more tactics rather than brute strength, because we really don't have that many items, many weapons to take him on like we used to with our big, Geocore bot. We just kind of rush in there and take him out and not really have to worry too much about anything. See, we can hit him from over here, and he's getting upset about that. He's like, oh, no, you're not allowed to do that. Stop it. Stop it. I don't want you to do that. Oh, see, there he is. He's trying to find our weak spot, the one place in which we can't hit him, and he actually found it. He got back over here. So let's go over here to the top. He's hitting us this whole time, and he's draining our shields down. There we go. Now we can do some damage to him, and he's right here in the front. He's about to be exploded, which means I get all of these pieces. Let me destroy these rocks so I have plenty of space to get over there. I don't have to go around or anything like that. And you'll see I also have these GSO blocks that are now 2 instead of just 1. So you can get some really, really cool things. You know what? We are going to do something like a spider. I've tried doing this before, or a scorpion or something like that. I've tried doing this before, and it seems to work fairly well. So I think I'm going to go with that again. Let's do, see, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be rotating it, and it's going to be zooming in the whole time. That's not exactly ideal for this game, but, well, it is, like I said, what it is for now. Let's do this. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll have it go out one more, maybe 2 more. Let's see, do we have any more 2 mores in there? Yes, we do. Let's take that off, and we'll go out 2 more. Oh, no, right there. And then we'll come down 1, which will allow us to put wheels on it. And I don't know if that really looks right, does it? I mean, going for spider. Maybe that's too much out in a straight line. So let's connect it and go back 1, just for aesthetic reasons. I mean, none of this right here is really going to be affecting how the bot reacts, how it moves around and things of that sort. And remember, you are taking a little bit of your power to repair the stuff on the ground. So if you don't want to repair this stuff, I would highly suggest not getting too close to it. And you can see the sun is going down, so let's put this down real quick. Get as much power charged up as we can before it goes down. See, it's getting a little dimmer. Let's do some weapons here. A lot of weapons, and we needed it. So let's turn some over here to the side so we are protected a little bit this way. Now, the weapons can go on the side of your bot like that, and they can fire straight ahead. That is a definite, a strategy to try out. We're going to go this way as well. Weapon on that side. Do we have enough weapons to do the same on this side? No, or not enough weapons, enough blocks. Don't have quite enough blocks. We're missing one for it to go down and be connected. Actually, we do have enough blocks. Let's disconnect that. You'll see all the other blocks kind of fell off of it because that's the way they work. If it's not connected to any other blocks and you remove the block that it is connected to, it basically has them pop off. And then you have to either hit the undo button to get it all back on there, which is a brilliant thing. It didn't have the undo button when it first started the game. So I am, I love the fact they put that undo button. And then the fact now when I play other video games that don't have it, I call for it. I want that undo button in there as much as possible because it is just an amazing tool to have at your disposal. Let's see, we can put a will over here on this side for now. And what do we got over here? Just wills. Now, once you pick an item up, you actually have the ability to buy that item later on in the game. So I would highly suggest that you pick up every item that you've never seen before and get that going for you. Now, when I put this thing back on, you'll see, oh, wait, the repair bubbles and these shield bubbles do not connect and cover everything that I have. Well, that means you're either going to have to move them around so that either a shield or repair bubble is connecting, repairing or covering everything, or you're going to have to get more than one. And usually people will get more than one and have one on one side, one on the other side, have everything kind of dual connected or even double connected in the center and things of that sort. But it's going to cause you more power in the long run. So just keep that in mind. Right now, we're just going to do with what we have because there's not much we can do about that. Yeah, we're going to do, I think, another 2 or 3 sets of these arms in the back, and then we'll do a tail that whips around in the front, because I think that's going to be pretty cool. At some point, though, I do want to do a few ship designs, maybe like a Millennium Falcon or the X-Wing or something along those lines. Some of you have written in and told me that you've tried those, and they seem to work fairly well. See, I'm stuck right here because there are no wheels here in the center, and it's pretty wide. If you get stuck like that, go into your build mode. If you have thrusters, set your thrusters on right now, and it will give you that little push over. If you don't have thrusters, just leave build mode, and it should knock you free if you're lucky. Sometimes your luck is not with you, and you got to do that, 10, 15, 20 times, 30 times, 40. Yeah, it goes up pretty high on some of those. Oh, there's a weapon down here. I'm glad I came down here. Let's do a weapon right here on the side. Zoom back out, and we will see if we can find whatever this thing is. I am kind of curious. And now there's no enemy that's going to come over here and wreck me, so I am perfectly fine to do it. Oh, good. You found the SCU storage device. Pick it up and then place it on the ground to anchor it. Well, we are going to attach it to our bot for now. That's not right. Detach your SC storage device from your tech. Actually, this is a nice flat area. This would be a good area to do it in. Okay, so let's do it over here. Although you can get invaders that spawn out here, but I think since they gave it out to us out here, we'll go ahead and try it. So let's put it down. Good job. Wait, I'm getting some heat signatures coming in fast. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got some enemies coming in. Oh, you just got wrecked. You guys just got wrecked, all of you. Yeah, can we kill him? No, some of them are actually hurting my guy. They're hurting my bot. Come on. Let me kill that guy. Where's he at? Come on, let me get him. Oh, he's still hitting it. He's about to be blown up. Okay, so he's blown up. Your SE storage is taking damage. Defend it. Can we repair it? Enemies neutralized. Hang in tight. It won't be long till the SC is fully charged. I don't even know what that thing does, but it's kind of cool. Oh, there's some lights right here. Let's go ahead and pick those up and attach it. Fantastic. Your SCU storage block is now powered up and ready to go. Oh, look at that. It's collecting all and blocks and beaming them to your storage. You can now access your blocks while in build beam. Press B to try to find out. Your inventory panel shows which blocks you have in storage. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That means I can keep items that I don't necessarily want, and it picks up all of them that are pretty close by. Your inventory is split into lots of different categories. Have a look around. The categories are, guys, the tab at the top, the little red one, that is GSO. It actually has a little tab now that tells you. You have the yellow one, which is Geocore, for the color of the blocks. To earn money, you need to find a trading station, and we'll definitely find that. Trading stations act as a public drop-off point where you can sell resources. You can also buy new blocks from them with your earnings, which is cool. Let's try this over in this direction. So he's basically telling you where to go. The other one is venture blocks, and then you have experimental blocks if you happen to have bought the download content, and then you have the special blocks. Special blocks are like little hats and holiday stuff. They have a sundae cone or ice cream sundae cone that you can wear on one of the blocks named after the YouTuber Sunday, which I always thought was kind of a cool little thing right there. But yeah, you have your blocks, your control blocks, which is your cabs. Cabs cost nothing to buy, but you can't buy them from here. You have 7 wheels in here. Let's see, what else do you have? Yeah, some drills, some lights. Anything else? No, just as you can see right there, these are the GOS storm lanterns. They provide a decent amount of light for you. Let's hide inventory, or we can bring it back out so we can close the build mode, and let's hide that real quick. Let's see, can we pick this back up? We can pick it back up, and we can drop it off here. This is going to be a nice, easy way to clean up the battlefield when we want to. Let's pull it back and see. Okay, it takes a couple of seconds for it to charge up. Let's see just how long it takes for it to charge up, because I'm kind of curious. All right, you can see right there on the bottom the little green lights that are doing it. Now let's see, does it pull it in? It sure is. Not quite getting there though. I wonder why. There it goes. All right, let's charge up ourselves while we do that. We'll go ahead and reattach it to our bot. And while that is charging up, I'm going to move this over here to this stuff and put it down so we can pick these up as well. Let's put it down right there. Over here maybe. And you know what? I will try it with the resources as well and see if maybe it will pick up resources. Although it didn't have a resource panel, so I'm guessing the answer to that is probably a big no. But I just want to find out for sure. And then we can go back up there and pick up the wheels that we had left there just in case. Now, you might be wondering, why are you picking up all this junk? You're probably not going to use those wheels. You're going to get better wheels here pretty soon. Chances are, you're right. I probably will get better wheels, and I won't be using even these other wheels that I have right now. The downside to that is if you leave them behind, you won't be able to sell them. And right now, we can use all the money we can get. So, yeah, we definitely want to pick those things up. Oh, that's not what we want to do. Pick that up. Little off balance right there, but that's all right. And we're not going too far away anyways. Like, it's up here is where that guy died, and the wheels should still be here. They don't disappear that quickly. At least they didn't used to. So I'm hoping they're still there, and that we can still get the blocks from it. They, in fact, I don't think they ever disappeared, to be honest. I had junk laying all over my map for a long time, and it actually becomes kind of a nuisance at some point down the road. Like, you have to make a bot that just goes out and harvest, the stuff on the ground. You can see those blocks were actually getting stuck underneath me. Let's put this here. Nope. Most of those wheels are gone. Look at that, guys. Yeah, the wheels are gone. There was, what, 5, 6 wheels up here? And they did not last. So let's put this down, let it charge up real quick. It takes, what, 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 10 seconds. A little bit more than 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds, about 12 seconds probably on that one. And then a few seconds for it to actually get enough control to pick that up. So maybe 15, if you want to round that over to 15, guys. Still a decent amount of time, not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do, but yeah, we're gonna go off in the direction it wants us to. So let's go back and find the little orange thing, which is out there in the desert. Oh, I'm rolling down sideways, guys. A lot of weight to my guy, not enough wheels, not enough powerful wheels to do what I wanted to do. But we have the energy, we have the extra, shields and recharge bubbles. Now, if you look at my bot, you'll see that the shield and recharge bubbles, they are pretty much the only thing holding this entire arm on this side together. So before I remove those and move them around, I need to connect a piece right here in the front to connect this block with the other block next to it. If you don't do that, when you take those bubbles apart, everything on that side will just come popping off, and you'll have to use the undo button or something along those lines. So I do like the way this looks. It looks very futuristic, something like an alien thing or something. Yeah, I like that. That's very, very cool. I think you guys should have done that a long time ago. That's awesome. Warning: you are leaving a relatively secure area. You will encounter dangerous enemies out here, and that's true. You definitely will. Here we go. We got one right here in front of us. There we go. We're doing some damage to him. Can we find out where his block is? We just need to kill his cab. There we go. GSO license upgrade grade 2. Congratulations, the GSO has upgraded your license to grade 2. The following blocks can now be purchased at the GSO trading station or constructed with the GSO fabricator. So since there's so many blocks out here, I am going to put this thing down for now, and we're going to start picking up some of the blocks like this one right here. That's going to... How far did we go down? We went down one more, right? So that's equal, and then we start going up. Okay. So let's grab this one while we can. Yeah, right there. Oh, there they all go. Not all of them. There's a weapon over here, so let's put the weapon down, and it will get sucked up into that. If we go into build mode, we should see every block that's there, and we'll be able to pull those out. And is it going to drop it? Oh, okay, so there it is. And it's going to get sucked in really quickly, too. Okay, so we actually have it in our bar. That's cool. I like that. Okay, let me make sure this is going the right way. That is up. That is right. Okay, whoa, went right through the earth on that one. That's not normal. All right, let's click it. Click it and take it. There we go. Right there. And one more below. That will be all the ones we have. Now, what about wheels? What kind of wheels do we have? Oh, we got some big wheels. We got some big wheels. Let's turn the angle, put a big wheel there, and we're going to get rid of some of these smaller wheels. We're going to toss those on the ground for now and change them up to the big wheel proportions. That's 2. We'll go with 3 and 4 right there. I wonder what happened right there. Did it take some damage or something? I don't know. What is going on? Your SCU is taking damage. Defend your SCU. What's it taking damage from? It's taking damage from the blocks, I think. Sometimes you'll find that if you have a conveyor, or not a conveyor, oh, conveyors will work too, but if you have a receiver or a tractor pad, which picks up blocks, I don't even know if they're in the game anymore with this thing, but if you have one of those, it pulls the blocks to it to try to pick them up automatically, and if they're underneath your bot will take damage as it tries to do that. So that is a thing. I think that's exactly what was going on with that as well. So we got some of these back here we don't really need. What about weapons? Do we got any new weapons? We got a block. None of those. We do got some weapons. Okay. Let's put one of these weapons over here on the side. We'll change the angle. Put that there. We'll do one more in the front. Now, these GSO ZK-47 light machine guns are a little bit better in my opinion. They can go up and down. They can go a little bit side to side. However, these GSO narrow gauge coil lasers, they shoot straight and only straight. So these will kind of target the enemy and follow with them a little bit. These will just shoot straight no matter what. So in my opinion, I tend to go with these more often than these. But these are a little bit more powerful, I think. They just don't aim at the enemy. And the enemy has a tendency to, you know, swerve around your guy and find your weak point. And if you don't have any weapons in the back, that's your weak point. That's where the enemy's going to be. So you definitely want weapons that kind of give you that advantage, and you know, don't just sit there and, oh yeah, we're definitely going with another battery. Let's put that sucker right. We'll put the battery right there, I think. All right. Now, for something you guys haven't seen, if you're brand new to the game, if you take this battery and attach it to your bot right now, you'll see that the power is split between the two of them. And if you put it back on over here, you'll see it starts charging it back up again. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to charge both of them up. We're going to go kill that enemy over there and get his blocks. And then we'll probably end the episode there, because that's a good starting point for a new build right here. We've only been playing for about half an hour, and we've gotten a decent sized bot. I don't think I'm going to go any bigger than this, other than, as I said before, with the with the arms and things of that sort. But I'm not going to go super huge. This is going to be kind of a cool little build, I think. There we go. You can see just we can hit this guy from far away, and most of his stuff fell off, which is what we want. Wow. The explosions in this game, they were upgraded. You can see he's trying to find the weak point. He's trying to find his way to the back of my bot. And I just don't turn fast enough because my wheels... I'm catching up to him. See, there he goes. He's trying to throw me off. He's going to blow up. Yes, he is. Oh, that thing was being sucked in, but it got pulled away. Let's go ahead and snag it. And we'll take it over here to where all this stuff fell down. And we'll put it down here as well so that we can get all these goodies. Now, I think I'm going to put it over here so it's right in the middle where that weapon is. And I will... Oh, yeah, we got another thing here. Let's see, what is that? That is a... Is it going to say? I think it is a repair. Yep, sure is. It's a repair bubble. So let's move that over here somewhere. I want it to be somewhere safe. So I'm thinking maybe right here between these two arms. Because I'm not going to go further out, I think. So we really don't need it to be too far out. No, that's just not enough because it's not covering that wheel. So we'll do it right there. That covers everything. It's not too far in the front, not too far in the back. We may have to move that a little bit because I kind of want that to be a little bit further back. It doesn't need to be that far out in the front. But then again, if you look at this part right here, it definitely needs to cover that. Again, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. This has been an episode of Terra Tech. I'm AC Gamer. I hope you guys liked the episode and that you look forward to more of these in the future. The moon is amazing, which was never there before. So yes, they have done quite a bit of stuff. There's another planet up there too. Another planet. Holy crap. Yeah, they've done so many more things since the last time we've restarted that this is amazing. I'm so glad we did it. In the clouds in the sky. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will definitely catch you all next time.